So welcome to the Chris Jorgensen Revised Standard Lectionary, Episode 2. This is about the parables in the Gospel of Luke, specifically the Gospel of the Prodigal Son. So today we're turning to the Gospel of Luke, to a story I come back to time and time again. And I know you know it. It is one of the most well-known parables of Jesus. You've probably heard it called the parable of the Prodigal Son. And I also know this is a little bit predictable. If anyone wants to comment on this video and say that it is mid, I will totally understand. But I want you to know that this parable is one of the bedrocks of my faith, because I don't think this parable is actually at all about the son. I think it should be known as the parable of a father's offensive grace. See, in Luke 15:11 through 32, we hear the story of a younger son who demands his inheritance early, which is basically him saying, "Hey dad, you're dead to me, I need your money." So he takes the money, he wastes it, he winds up broke and starving, and then he comes crawling home with this canned apology already running through his head. And here's where Jesus gets sneaky with the grace. Because even before the son can deliver his speech, before he can try to earn forgiveness or prove anything or grovel for even just a second, the father sees him coming toward him and runs out to meet him. The father wraps him in a fine robe, he kills the fatted calf, and he throws him a party. Meanwhile, the older brother, he stands outside, arms crossed, muttering about how this is so totally unfair. And honestly, I get that. I think we've all been that older sibling sometimes. We've lived in bitterness. We are like, why can't other people do better? But here's the gospel twist. Fairness, it's not the point. Grace is. Grace is not something we earn. It's something we celebrate. And Luke's parables are full of that kind of surprise. We hear about it with the lost sheep, the lost coin, and this lost son. In Luke, Jesus keeps pointing to the party, to the joy over what's been found, to a grace that is bigger than fairness. It's not a morality tale. It's a mic drop. It's about reminding none of us that we have earned this, but that it's a gift from God. So yeah, when I build my own revised Chris lectionary, this one is going to be in it, because the good news is so clear here. That God's love and God's grace is not about what we deserve. It's about who throws the first hug, who says, welcome home. And that even those of us who find this grace, maybe even more than a little bit offensive, well, we are still invited to the party.